Who's up hoboing their Nietzsche, am I right, guys? Why is there a hobo named Nietzsche? What's that about?
Sup, Flipclax? So, as I mentioned in a few posts, I'm finally doing my mid-year Hobonichi flip through. So, just to briefly explain what a Hobonichi is, think of it like a journal, scrapbook, sketchbook thing. A lot of people use it for that, but this book I use mainly for like scrapbooking stuff because I kind of like to use it as a low-effort journal thing. So if something happens on a certain day, then I will put something in there instead of my journal. But for the most part, it's just been a fun thing. Something else I wanted to mention was that I did not intend for this to get chunky. So this is very much Moto approved.
Yes, girl. You huge.
So with that said, let me just start the tour.
So to start off, I just kind of did some little effort decoration, nothing too crazy. I'm not going to dwell on these too much. I used up a lot of my good stickers on these pages. Now here, I was having some fun with a themed spread. This was like the beginning points of the book, so nothing too crazy. This is from Juko Mizuno's coloring book. Very strawberry obsessed. And then there was this spread that I did on as you can see, I don't know what's back here. I kind of feel dumb, but I really didn't understand what to put on this page. So like, I don't want to not have it be blank, so I just covered it with some art. So yeah, now we have this first spread. Now this was in December, and as you can see, this is a lot, very overwhelming. I'm not gonna like explain every single thing for this. I'm just gonna kind of let you look at it and then move on. But I do like how this looks. Each day was definitely very interesting. And I also went with like a different color palette for each month just to make it look cool. As you'll see, sometimes the color palettes lost a little bit of the look over time, but I'm not too pressed about it. It was just something that I thought would be neat. January seems to be the same as December. It's very blue. I'll point out this, 14k subs, and now I'm at 19k. I'm going to be hitting 20k eventually, which is kind of crazy to think about. Now, of course, Valentine's Day, February, had to make this pink. This is definitely one of my favorite pages. So now we are on to March, which obviously is green because, you know, your heart fidelity, Patrick's Day, leprechauns, yippee. So yeah, we have this. I like this page as well. Also, this is around the time I got these strawberry shortcake stickers, which I love. You can get them at Michael's. I'm so happy they started selling them. Now on to April, which is yellow. And this is where everything started to go downhill because of freaking Hobonichi life. As you can see, it freaking took over my life. I'm playing it every single day since the game came out, which is kind of insane. I've never been that hooked on a game before. So yeah, not too much to say here. I like this spread a lot. And I kind of did a little bit extra for Easter, as you'll see in the other pages. Now we have May, which is kind of a clusterfuck of stuff. This one was supposed to be like a light pink, and then it just kind of became all... I don't even know what's going on. And now, holy shit, we're on to June. Like, wow. June. It's already June. So yeah, these are supposedly ducks, because I got this from like a magazine thing. But these are fucking geese. These are geese. I don't know why people keep mistaking ducks for geese, but I'm not getting into that. So, you know, then we got the other pages for the year, blah, 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 blah. And now on to the rest of the book and all that. So this is from December. This was just me trying to figure out what to do with the whatever daily, weekly thingy. And I kind of was treating it more like a planner early on, and eventually I kind of gave up on that and just did spreads based on how I felt for the week. So, ooh, dentist, other fun stuff. Yeah, I was just going through it a lot this year, so these pages are like I have a way where I do like my journaling and scrapbooking where everything is very bright, colorful, and cute, but then the text that I'm writing is like very negative, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm having a terrible day, and then I have a fucking Care Bear sticker or something. Like, that's basically just the vibes of my journals and stuff, because, you know, I'm just, like I said, I'm going through it right now. So, ooh, this was when Dragon Quest VII Reimagined got announced. I was like, what? That's crazy. And then, yeah, for some reason I just watched Evangelion again. I have no idea why. And this is kind of a wordy page. I'm probably not gonna show what I wrote here. I mean, it's not like too crazy, but you know, it's more personal, I guess. And I like this right here. This is actually reference from an Everskies doll that I saw on Pinterest. And I was like, I need to redraw this in my stick figure style. It's very cute. Oh yes, and here is where the wonderful, wonderful Tomodachi Life announcement happened. I think this is when, you know, they were showing off the game and all that, and everyone got obsessed with Hugh Morris. I was thinking about Hugh Morris. I was like, oh my gosh, Hugh Morris, we love Hugh Morris. And then I like the juxtaposition of this side is like very red, and then we got this really dreamy fairy K thing going on over here. This is in February, and this is not Valentine's Day. No, the Valentine's Day page actually I really like. So this is just, you know, stuff. This is a art from a sketchbook that I cut out. Alright, so here is the Valentine's Day thing. I really like how this came out, this heart. It's very edgy, but it's like really cool. I was having fun rendering this. I was a little worried about the paper. A lot of people are saying like the Hobonichi paper is like good for watercolor and stuff, but I don't know. It just feels kind of flimsy to me, but sure, I guess. And then here, I'm gonna have to probably blur some more stuff. So more like junk journal-y, collage-y stuff. Nothing too crazy. I really like how I did this page right here. This is probably one of my favorite things that I did in this book. It's really cute. It says right here, no beauty shines brighter than the scare of everyday things. And then this was a cutout from a photo they took from something that I saw at Goodwill. I thought that was pretty neat. It's very cute. Some good news. I'm not gonna say what though, but this page is pretty nice. This is a reference from, I think, either ball jointed dolls or people who have really good makeup that makes them look like ball jointed dolls. I can't remember which. This is a really cute spread. A lot of the strawberry shortcake stickers were used because strawberries, I am obsessed with strawberries. The aesthetic around it is so cute. So I was just like, alright, you know, this is like a nice week or whatever. So I was like, I might as well use up all these stickers to emphasize how much of a nice week it was. This is when it was officially spring, and I love this spread. It's so cute. This I'm really proud of. I love this. It's so adorable. So this was actually from these cutout books that I have, and I used an X-Acto knife to get this lady inside the flower. So it looks like she's like a part of the flower. And then we have like fairy unicorn stuff. Like this is very fairy tale, fairy core, cottage core, all of the cores of cutesy, wholesome, flowery shit basically that I wanted to exemplify because it's spring. I love spring. It's one of my favorite seasons. Now this is Easter week. So lots of cutouts, lots of stuff from magazines and whatever. And this was from actual Easter candy that we got. And this was a drawing that I did. It was a doodle. And then we have this spread. It's very colorful, very rainbow. Not much to say here. Alright, this is what I did for the video where I talked about where I got my stickers. I was kind of just bullshitting with this, I'm not gonna lie, because I wanted to include these two in here. And then I kind of came to the realization that I don't have to like do the stupid thing of cutting stuff in half and putting in here. I can just lay it flat and then the book just kind of does that for me. It doesn't always work, but when the paper is like flimsy enough, it does work. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So yeah, this is a stick figure redraw of something from Life Makeover, and this was just a random doodle that I had colored. This is a really fun spread. I love this because we got nice harmonious colors here, and I was using some leftover Easter stuff like from candy wrappers. So yeah, very purple turquoise. This is actually old art that I fixed it a little bit, like in the face. As you can see, I don't have like a picture of the original. I just fixed it up, and I didn't feel like coloring it because sometimes I'm just like, you know what, let me just fix the sketch and call it a day. I'm lazy like that. Now this, I know I said it, but this is definitely one of my favorite spreads in this whole ass book, and it's kind of where the chunkiness is starting to get to be a problem. So this is one of my favorites because the color palette is really nice. I love like fuchsia, hot pink, whatever, with green and this sort of like slightly greenish turquoise. Like that is just, I love it. I love it. Oh, this is so nice. And as you can see, it's struggling to stay up because of the paper I used. Because this is actually a thicker paper. This is from my mixed media sketchbook, and mixed media paper is kind of thick. So unfortunately, it's kind of but whatever. Now here, okay, this is for Mother's Day, and I was just like, let me be weird and draw this like fetus, and I don't know. I had this mermaid artwork that I put in here, and I was like, okay, we have this like kind of dark red fleshy theme, and it's Mother's Day week, so let me just put a fetus here just to match the theme, because if I have this like blood thing over here on this side, I might as well match, because if I have some cutesy colorful shit like I usually do, it's not gonna have the same vibe. So yeah, I was like, oh, thanks Mom, fresh start, because you know, Mother's Day, she brought me into the world, yippee. Okay, so this is kind of but like this is all cutouts from a cookbook, but I don't really use cookbooks like that, so I don't really mind. I like going through the cookbooks and just cutting out all the like aesthetic foods, and by aesthetic foods I just mean the desserts, because I like the visual appeal of desserts, so I love including them in my books. I do like this little doodle. It's very cute. Stick figure doodle. This was there was this event that I volunteered for, and it was so bad. Okay, just to keep it brief, what happened was that I went and they basically gave me nothing to do, so I sat around the entire day. It was also rainy and the event was outside, so I was inside for a bit, but I did go outside and I just walked around, and eventually I just got picked up and went home, and I didn't do anything. I didn't show up for the next day because it signed up for 2 days, but I was like, I'm not doing this. This is bullshit. And I was hoping to like get experience or whatever, but it still irks me, but I'm trying not to be mad about it. So this is where we're at currently. June, so we have more of the duck geese. Yeah, I went with like a blue and yellow theme for this, and yeah. So now let's just move on to this part of the book. First we have this, which is a redraw of some art that I saw from Twitter, and I was like, oh my gosh, this design is sick. I love this. I need to redraw this in my style. I don't remember who the artist is, but the art is really good, like the original. I'm probably not gonna include it because I can't remember the artist's name, and I don't want to like include uncredited art. But yeah, I just love it so much. Then we have some like junk journal stuff. This is from the Lisa Frank stickers that I got. And then more stuff. Alright, so early on I was kind of like into this whole thing, but then I kind of got lazy with it, so I'm probably gonna have future me do more of this stuff, which is gonna be awesome. So this reads, make a wish. I need a 6-month vacation twice a year. I just want to make nice things. And this is just because, you know, I was just feeling stressed. Like I said, I'm just going through it right now. And then this is a wonderful page of period pain, because periods fucking suck. I hate the cramps so much. More Lisa Frank stuff. I'm not going to dwell too much on it. And then we have, this is the example of what I mentioned, where I love making spreads where it's like super positive and cute and wholesome, but then the text is like fucking depressing, because that is just my vibe in a nutshell. So it reads, it's a beautiful day to leave me alone. This is my cup of, oh look, it's empty. Oh wait, this is my cup of tea. Oh look, it's empty because, I don't know, sunshine. And then we have cozy chamomile. This is the sticker graveyard, which is where I put all the faded and messed up stickers at. Except obviously I didn't put all of them in here because they filled up really fast. The stickers that fade are the ones on my laptop where the little touchpad is at, because, you know, I guess when your skin makes contact with the stickers a lot, it causes the stickers to fade over time, and apparently they seem to fade really fast, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I like the effect. I think it looks pretty neat. Oh boy, wonderful. So this is like relatable, I guess, for those with anxiety. Hang on, let me overthink this. I'd play my whole day around the possibility of a panic attack. She didn't press her luck. On the top of her priority list was to just live, and like, honestly, it's so real. Because, man, like I said, this has just been a wonderful year. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful, and this is just, again, relate to my mood. So then, more stuff. This is really cute. I love this dog. Yes, if you can see it, that this is supposed to be an ice cream with lips on it, and there's eyes, because it's, I don't know, I just thought it was funny. Oh, what fun! Okay, then we have this is just ass. I don't know what to say about this. So yeah, as you can see, this is kind of getting I kind of started to give up a little bit. These are all stickers I got from Ibisu, which is a Japanese store that sells cutesy stuff. Well, not all cutesy stuff. They have an area where they have like really cute stationery stuff. Oh boy, Hugh Morris. So yeah, this is the spread of Hugh Morris. We got him. Wonderful dude. I don't like how I drew his ear here because it looks... What the fuck? What? Why did I do this? What is happening here? So yeah, humorous. Gotta love this dude. Man, ever since they added humorous to my island, things have just been wild. Tomodachi life has been wild. The spread is I don't have much to say about it. It's kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. These are both old pieces of art. We're getting near the end, and as you can see again, like, this is just like junk journal-y type stuff. Like, I didn't write anything in here. I just put shit in. This is nice spread. This was when after I come home from a vacation with my mom and my aunt. We were at the beach in March, but whatever. It was kind of chilly, which sucks. I don't like being at the beach when it's cold, but that was the best time that they could pick, so whatever. I mean, I'm going again later this year, so yeah, I rated it a 7 out of 10. And this is very, very, very old art. This is actually, I think, middle school, maybe. That's it. As you can tell, this has been a very fun book. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Who's up hoboing their Nietzsche, am I right, guys? Why is there a hobo named Nietzsche? What's that about? Alright, this was terrible. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you quecks later.